It was among the top 5 programs in the very first week itself. So obviously, audiences are interested. There's no issues about it. And even in Kannada market, we have experimented with mythologies, and it has succeeded in the market. Now, there are two elements to this, actually, that I want to raise up. One was about the size of the shrinking Kannadiga audiences, actually. Whether it makes sense for creating content with high budget values to target to them. When in a market like, say, for example, Bangalore, you're still talking about only 40% of the market, actually 35 to 40% of the market. The analogy over here is looking at going back into the childhood days, actually, okay, and trying to understand how did the child learn a language. Okay. Obviously, a mother tongue, the language that's spoken in the home, helps a kid to actually come and watch television also in the same language. But the interesting thing that we have noticed in various kind of studies that we have picked up is a mother tongue doesn't prevent the kid from watching other content as long as the content is engaging and good enough, actually. Okay. So what we have seen is the fact that if the early stages, the kids are exposed to different languages, specifically, even if it's a kids channel, which may not be owned by the big four general entertainment Kannadiga channels, actually. If there is a pressure on the cable operators to ensure the fact that kids content are shown only in Kannada language in the Bangalore market across, irrespective of the mother tongue being Tamil or Telugu or Kannada, the kids' adaptation to that language becomes faster. Then as we go along the line, what we notice is two things, actually. The boy kid largely disperses off after the age of 14 or 15 into his own levels, which is largely sports or news, etc., which the dad is largely watching. But the girl kid follows exactly the traction that the mom follows. So the kind of soaps that a mom watches is what the girl kid starts watching as she ages from between 10 and 14 years old. Okay. And from there on, her attraction to that particular content starts happening. So by portraying some of the characters as a younger audience makes absolute sense at this moment of time, purely because of the fact that that younger audience needs to continue the viewing pattern that her mom is also following. Okay. But at the same time, we also need to realize the fact that 40 to 50% of our audiences, television audiences, are 45 plus audiences. You cannot do away with soaps that doesn't talk to that kind of audiences too, actually. So making it too teenage populated content may not work. Okay. That's why the reality content makes a ice cutoff to get those audiences into the genre. As far as the soaps are concerned, it balances between the elderly and the younger audiences. So the stories are becoming more relevant than along with the key characters portraying that particular storyline, than sheer the age of the character probably at the end of the day. So both these two things, ensuring the fact that the kid comes in and aligns itself to the genre with the language by cultivating a language of understanding right from the younger age. And after that, ensuring the fact that the story and the characters portray the kind of perceptions that they have on the television, it's energized and continued forward. If those two are brought about, I think this industry cannot lag behind. It can only continue to grow in the future.
Yeah, but just trying to make sense. So, are we going to see some new genres coming in, some new formats coming into the space, or are you going to continue to dabble with certain big ticket items like this set in terms of non-fiction? Are we going to see big ticket items in fiction? Or are you going to be struggling at 80,000 to 1 lakh rupee per episode as compared to Mumbai, where even a fictional show like 24 is having a budget of running into 50, 60, 70 lakhs per episode and higher. Of course, a lot of the money is going to the stars who are in it, and also for licensing the format. Are we going to see production values going up in the South? South has always led in the past in production values and in visual effects. They've always led the market. But in television, there's been some amount of a gap which has come in. Do we ever see the gap reducing?
Your first question is, are there any big ticket items?
In fiction, I'm talking about really big ticket items, like what's happening in Hindi television.
No, I think, big ticket, see, one is, in terms of big ticket fiction properties, with a lot of national channels coming in into South. For instance, if you have a bouquet, then all the the channels, part of the cluster, the southern, it makes economic sense to, pull in all the resources and both in terms of the money and the other requirements and put one common fiction together, which will work in all the markets. But I think one market alone, for instance, in Karnataka alone, it's just not possible for us to invest in a fiction property which is more than 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. It just doesn't make sense. But on the other hand, if there is also contribution from Malayalam and Telugu and other markets, I would see in the days to come that would happen. That's started happening in non-fiction content. The money gets amortized by all the 4 respective regional languages. So those big ticket non-fiction formats have become a reality today. Today we have been able to bring KBC into South because we've got a bouquet in South where the money gets equally amortized. So the day is not far off when you can see a similar trend happening in the fiction space as well. But if you ask me, even in the Hindi markets, if you ask me a personal question, I have not seen a great differentiator that I've seen in the market for the last 2 or 3 years. After the colors, what they managed to do with Fear Factor and Balika Vadu, I do not think any national broadcaster has done something that is a huge disruptor in the last few years, which stands out, except for the fact I'm amazed by how Sub TV has gone about its plan. But so, I mean, we take the learnings or we take the cue from what's happening up there in the Hindi markets. So it remains to be seen what kind of...
You don't see 24 as a...
No, I think that is...
As a differentiator, you don't see Mahabharat, which is probably about 100 crore budget across the Star Network, or the claimed 100 crore budget.
No. See, now the important key issue here is a differentiator should not be for the sake of being a differentiator. It should not, it should not be a differentiator that becomes too extreme, which people don't accept. It should be a differentiator that the common man, the housewives, probably I would say, if you take Karnataka, a housewife sitting in Belgaum or Hubli Dharwad should accept, or a housewife sitting in a Madurai or a Salem should accept. So I'm saying when we create content, that's the most critical thing. You have to ensure that it resonates with the core audience that you're catering to, but rather than pushing the envelope and saying I'm doing some creative stuff and something different. So that's a key area. So Mahabharat, those are things that we have tried, but I mean, I would say, yes, we have gone into the market and very clearly said that it's a finite product. We have not said, it's going to go endless, it's not going to be an infinite product. We've clearly gone to the market and said, look, this is the gamble we are taking. We are taking it by saying that, look, this story is to be told from a different point of view. You've always heard the story from a point of view of certain characters, but here is it, I'm starting from the beginning. I'm going to say it from a different beginning. I'm saying that I'm going to say it in so many number of days. And to the producer for coming out with such kind of creative. So that is a disruptor. That will come. But those are things we are constantly working on it. We as creative professionals, we sit, we brainstorm on it. Suddenly when there is an idea that comes in, we work on it. For instance, there is always the inner urge within me that I should do something to do with what's happening in the hospitals. But somewhere you tend to be, follow that cautious thing. Even this morning we were discussing a creative idea. It has to be, you have to have a romance, then you have to have a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law coming in. You want to
But you're doing what the Hindi markets have been falling prey to. Why? I mean, you all have fantastic stories. The Kannada culture, your literature, and even Tamil literature, there's very strong literature. Why do you have to fall prey?
Precisely. The fact remains, while we speak for hours on and while we discuss with channels for hours on, the fact remains that it is emotional drama that works, be it reality, be it fiction, be it non-fiction. It is high-packed action drama that works. And the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law and the greed and the anger and the victim and the aggressor is all going to remain. The concern is not so much with content, because content remains the same. I don't think it changes from region to region or language to language or across the world. We all feel the same way. It's all the same basic human emotions. What is worrisome is the form that we are taking. And we are just following our our national leaders. We are just following them.
Sure, but if you look at the US market,
in
it's very
terms of
evolved.
form, we follow them. Our women dress like them, our women talk like them. There is a one odd differentiator, that, like what he spoke of, the courtroom drama, which I was a part of. I now play a judge there. But we are all really not so visible as the 20-year-old protagonist who resembles a Hindi star is, a Hindi actress is. So in terms of form, we are changing, and that is worrisome. That is worrisome. That's one. And while I just want to take this across to LVK. Okay, there's a concern that I'm going to raise in front of you before this august audience. I don't know how appropriate it is. We've always believed you are impenetrable, which is why, Anup would have a discussion in his office. For hours on, we are told by the broadcaster what to do, what not to do, who should come in. Oh, please bring a star. Let's have this sudden rise in numbers, let's make the star dance. He made the KBC star dance, for example, in his show. So we go all the way while we do that. Are you really impenetrable? Because sometimes concerns are raised, and I speak on behalf of a lot of producers here. Some soaps, for example, open with a 8 or 9 TVR. There is no major promotional activity. There is no huge star. There's nothing major going on. But they seem to open with an 8 or 9 TVR. How does that happen?
Basically, she's asking if your ratings are rigged.
I know,
Simple terms.
I'm saying a lot, it's a long story, but I'm sure, I think all of them echo with me. Believe me, it's true. A lot of us wonder if it's more than just sitting and brainstorming with the broadcaster. Is it just that?
Okay.
Because when a program succeeds, then you can't hide it, right? Everybody talks about it, it becomes the talk of the town. Big Boss was the talk of the town. So when you have numbers, you know it resonates. But when you have numbers like that, then what happens?
Let him answer, please. Give
Sure,
the man a
sure,
chance.
sure.
I know it's women power, but give him a chance.
You are not letting us speak, by the way. I'm going to talk to you about that later.
Well, two things actually.
Star power.
One is basically that it's the same system that reflects what is happening on Big Boss vis-a-vis a particular soap itself. So therefore, if you think the fact that the Big Boss reflection is probably the right reflection because it's a buzz in the market, probably there is some connections that have actually happened over there that has actually worked. In certain cases, we can get down to the deeper levels to understand what is the science behind the entire mechanics of how television viewing actually happens. So therefore, when you get the right programming, marketing, scheduling, etc., you do tend to get that particular leverage of some programs that have actually happened.
Reasoning happens
No,
with the
just said
others.
it's not
I'm
great.
talking of that one odd
One odd program. Episode.
it's not one odd, it's a series of odds that have happened
Listen,
in the
let's
last
not-
1 year that have
let's not
bothered
break-
us,
So if
that
there
have
is-
bothered a lot of people.
Which-
It opens with 7 or 8, no major promotional activity, no major star, nothing great happening. When you watch it, you know.
See,
Then
if
what?
there is any such concerns actually,
Yes.
please raise it up and bring it across to our notice.
The
actually.
entire Karnataka Television Association will knock on your door
Sure,
with that one
welcome.
particular
You're
case.
welcome to do that.
Shruti is laughing. She knows what I'm talking about. All those who work on television here know who I'm talking about and what I'm
So,
talking about.
let's
It
do
is a
one
matter,
thing.
because when you look at form, I mean, these guys struggle so hard. Shruti, for example, takes so much trouble to make that heroine look good, talk good, whatever.
true.
None of that is seen in the content. And yet it opens with a 7 or 8.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me intrude over here. I am going to interrupt. I'm the moderator of the session. I have the authority to do so. Okay? Now, do you buy what she's saying? Do you believe that LVK is on sale? That he is. Then 1 second. No, but I'm keeping it very simple. Let's cut it down to brass
let me
tacks rather than
actually,
waste time talking about it.
We need a measurement matrix. We need certain benchmarks. When a cricket match does extremely well, it does reflect on the numbers. There must have been some science by which that number would have been shown there. But I think this is the best model that we have right now in terms of, in fact, for instance, whatever Malvika is saying, we have another product opposite to that, which is at 9:30, which is also doing extremely well. In fact, much better than the competition that's been talked about. So nobody will say that Amritavarshini does not, today is...
By the way, resonates with the audience.
So I think, so these are debatable things. I leave it, I don't have much to comment, but I would say that right now, we need a measurement matrix and the best measurement matrix that we have
Yeah,
currently
LV, I'll
available.
give you a chance to respond, but with
No, I don't have an, actually Anil, all I need to say is the fact that I don't have an issue at all anybody coming and knocking on our doors. They are welcome to do that. Okay, we have, as far as the question about whether it can be intruded, okay, it's a panel in the common world actually. The panel home also lives in this universe. Obviously, it's one of the sample home. It can be intruded actually. But at the same time, there is a vigilance process, there's a mechanism in which we try to take security measures very, very seriously in nature, to the extent where, if somebody does that, there's a ban on that particular channel itself, okay? It can go to that extent, a life ban itself, if some other channel tries to do that kind of
and you've taken
exercise.
steps to further strengthen everything from what I know
So there
earlier
is
this year.
There's a vigilance officer who is an assistant commissioner of
These
police
are who
involved in it.
you've, you're part of your system.
Exactly, part of a system itself. What I could urge is the fact that if there's an association that is actually that she's talking about, could welcome that association. Either we could have the meeting in Bombay, or we could come down and have a meeting in Bangalore, and we could address and try to see how we should address these systems. There can never be 100% perfect solution for everything. This is a direction that we are taking in. As long as we collaborate and work together in the best interests of the industry, I think every problem is solvable in nature.
Yeah, see, I'll tell you what.
Thank you for
Fantastic.
being so open. I'm sorry I raised this, but I really did not know whom to raise it to and what forum to raise it in. Thanks for being so patient and answering. Thank
Not
you.
all. In fact, let me also be more blunt on this exercise. Okay, there is Thursday is the data release happening this Thursday, right? Every Thursday happens in. Okay, there is the vigilance has picked up something on the ground. Okay, with confirmations. Okay, on it. The three of the programs are being negated out of data from in the coming weeks report actually, Karnataka. So therefore, it's not the fact that we sit silent and just observe things actually, okay. There are incredible actions happening on the ground. You'll see that, you'll see the names of the channels on Thursday morning when you receive the data actually. So, it's a warning that's there. And if that continues, if that person or that individual continues to just intrude somewhere or the other, you see even more bigger actions happening in.
Yeah, but as you're a person who monitors viewership, there's BARC coming up with its recommended rating system, let's say next year. As a researcher, drop your TAM hat. Do you see real changes happening in ratings after BARC comes up, or do you see it? Don't drop your TAM hat, please. Don't talk as TAM. Talk as a researcher.
No.
You've been a researcher.
I can understand. More the research, more the better for the users actually. Okay.
Do you see changes coming in, drastic changes?
No, a research is a research, right, actually, of understanding what is a research. A research is nothing but reflecting what your viewer is actually telling you back. It's a feedback mechanism, actually, to anybody who's wanting to use the data. So it's not the fact that whether somebody has to use only TAM or somebody needs to use
No, we had
a BARC.
AMAP earlier, and it didn't really.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
what requires is an understanding, help the user to understand how to use the data, so that the data that can be, it's not just for the sake of data that it's given into somebody's hand, but actually help that user to understand the data and make use of the data from the point of view of putting down the right storyline, the right characterization, the right scheduling, the right promotion mix, the right repeats. So when everything works together ultimately, okay, for the end viewer, and when all these things we work together in sync with the broadcaster and the producer, I guess it's just success that hits the at the end of the day.
So you're not telling me whether there'll be a difference.
So it's
As a
it's
researcher.
not, it's not a day. I don't think.
Will there be drastic
I
difference?
don't
Like
think-
one show on TAM will be at 14, another show will be at 6 on BARC. Will that happen?
I can never forecast. those
Because
kind
that
of
never
things,
happened with
actually.
AMAP to that
Yeah.
extent. There was
Yeah.
marginal differences.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, ultimately, how to use the data is more important, Anil, rather than actually the system,
Okay.
because the system is going to be the same that measures the data.
Yeah. No, coming back again now in terms of, I'll move on to another topic. I think we've done enough of LVK bashing. Let's focus on, Meaty Churi, as I said. We had a show on NDTV. Meaty Churi. Now, coming back to to Anup, do we see niche channels coming up in language markets, or do we see, like in the Hindi markets, you're saying you're copying everything that Hindi is doing, you're learning from that. Are you also going to copy and come up with a second niche channel?
No,
And, yeah.
niche channels in specific markets, for instance, like Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, I would see that there is a good potential for niche channels because there is a huge retail base there. But then with this new system of 10+2 ad cap, I think there will be a huge potential for niche channels because you can have a niche channel, but at the end of the day, you have to ensure that it sustains itself in the long run. So for that, revenue is very important.
But you have subscription coming in now with digitization,
No,
and that will mean more work for people like Malvika because
No, but
you'll
I agree,
experiment
but
more with content over there.
digitization,
You'll have
revenue-
older content.
It's not that our revenues are, no, those are all futuristic that we are talking about because the that is there, but I think it exists in every market and all forms of consumption coexist. It's just not just because digital penetration has not happened in the US, it doesn't mean a terrestrial form of broadcasting or a cable form of broadcasting has vanished. So I think every form of, just because television has come in, it doesn't mean films have taken everything will coexist in the days to come.
No, I'm talking about the second channel,
Second channels.
which is experimenting like sub TV experiments with comedy for Sony.
No, I said, one is, there is a potential. I mean, it depends on market to market. Two, I think, but there is a possibility of growth because with this 10+2 ad cap, I see a lot of potential for
Advertiser funded programming.
AFP kind of programs, product integrations, because that would not be possible in the current scenario. So if there is a second channel, the channel can customize and do quite a lot of things, which is not looking at just sheer numbers, but I mean in terms of critical viewership, but when it is narrowcasting and targeting a specific consumer, you can offer the same thing to the advertisers. So there is potential, I'm saying. We'll have to wait and see how it
How long do you see that taking?
See, I have in Karnataka, I see that happening in the next 3 or 4 years. But I see that a huge potential, especially as of now, in Tamil Nadu market. I see a potential for a 24-hour cookery channel. I see a potential for a 24-hour women-centric channel because the base is huge there. Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, the base is huge, and there is an immediate potential, which I think some of them will start tapping it.
So, I mean, what does that mean for you? I mean, if all that is happening as a producer?
No, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have a bigger question in me which I've been always wanting to ask our broadcasters. And since I have these great people in front of me, I would want them also to give me a little inputs on this. I've been doing a couple of projects for a channel, and I'm into a remake and one on a swamake, okay? So I would like to know, like Hema Chaudhary madam is playing a lead in one of the remakes. How many people here would want to see a remake serial in Kannada? Because when I go and approach a channel, the very first thing is, you are a good production house, so take this subject, this is in Hindi and this is a hit. This is what I get from them. So I would like to know here, how many would like to see a remake?
Let's have a show of hands. How many of you would like to see a Hindi remake? Hello? Well, there's just 2 of you all. And both men. Oh my God.
So now, Mr. Anup,
It's your turn now at the stake. I can see you on the crucifix.
No, we see. We are in the business of telling. We are in the business of storytelling. So no matter from where we get the story, I mean, and if it resonates with the audience, it's fine. But I think what is very important is even when we do remakes, it doesn't mean that we do frame by frame. We customize it and ensure that it, it works in the it reaches out to the consumer, to the viewer. So there is nothing wrong, but
Are you doing the remakes? Are you doing the remakes because you don't have enough writers?
No,
Because
yeah,
that's what he was saying.
That's an issue. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know we have especially in Karnataka, and I know even in to a certain extent in Tamil Nadu, there is a problem as far as good quality screenplay writers are concerned. My
We face the
concern-
same problem in
Yeah.
Mumbai.
Okay, no, but I think the bigger issue here, I would say in Karnataka, is that I'm surprised with the kind of, the kind of novelists whom we have, the writers. Why are they not coming into television and film has always been of concern. Whether they look at this genre of filmmaking and television as something, they look down on this genre, and as when they can come up with such splendid work, literary work, I do not know why they are not extending it and coming forward and saying, let me do the similar kind of stuff. And that's not happening in Karnataka. And I know to a certain extent it happens in Malayalam and to a certain extent in Tamil Nadu, but I'm not quite sure about Telugu. But these are concern areas. So when we don't have good screenplay writers, when we obviously, look for we live by the day, so we immediately see what I get from there and then redo it here, and it immediately gives us numbers.
Yeah, and you
No,
also
what,
press-
I just want to add on here, Anil. One of the topmost program
Yeah.
on one of the biggest network like Z actually at one time was also a Tamil program, Pavitra Rishabh, dubbed in, recreated in Hindi actually. So I don't think from an audience perspective, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, stories are picked up from various places. It need not be from Tamil or Kannada or Telugu. Even from a Rajasthani folklore is converted into a Hindi serial, actually. Now, the key thing is the fact that I don't think we should really worry about where the adaptation is actually happening from. The more intrinsic, as Anup rightly said, is the story that is more important. And is that story and that characters are playing out that story engaging enough for the audiences to engage continuously. And if that is striking beautifully, then I don't see any reason why we should really worry about
Okay.
cross translations.
Okay, I have Vicky pointing a gun at me, but I still want to give you 5 minutes. Audience questions. You won't get this man, you won't get this lady very often, you won't get this man easily. Okay. Come on, shoot questions. Okay, we have a lady here. Can we have a mic quickly? Oh, please identify yourself and feel free with the question. Keep them brief. The lady has to go, and we have to empty the room after this.
Hello. Yeah, hi. I'm Vishaka from IndianTelevision.com. So I've observed that a lot of channels in the South have a lot of dubbed content in them. Some of them played on prime time, some of them don't play on prime time, taken from all the Hindi channels. So, if you are talking about creating content, why are you still showing dubbed content? Why not actually go ahead and do it?
Please, who's going to
I
answer?
think I'll redirect it to Anu. Paulo is looking at me and asking the answer. I'm very, very anti and against dubbing. I'm actually branded as this revolutionary. And in Kannada, fortunately, we do not have it. It's not by law. Constitution does not allow us to do it. But it's just by agreement that we do not dub content in Kannada. And happily so. I know there are a lot of people objected to that. But yes, in Tamil it happens a lot. In Telugu too. And in Telugu too, there have been major objections to it. I think Anup will throw light on it.
No, in fact, I object to it because I would love to watch Kannada shows, so would my family, but we can't watch it because it's not dubbed in Hindi or not subtitled. We don't get to get great content. So it should be dubbed in other languages too.
No, dubbing is not allowed in Karnataka because, but then I come, this is my personal point of view, then specific things probably we should be open about. For instance, if there is a educational content for children, or if there is a film which, a children's film, which is done in an English, or for instance, when I wanted to show Spider-Man on our channel, I got called saying just remove the promos. So things like that, I think we should be slightly open about certain specific genres and
Okay, sure. Any questions? Any other questions? If it's in Hindi. I don't know the language. Sure, but I'm talking about as a viewer. As a viewer. I used to watch Malayalam movies on Doordarshan, which was subtitled in English. Yeah. Point taken, sir. I don't have an objection to it.
I tell you, this is what I am fighting for the last 25 years. Now, my country, I can give you a story. I mean, not exactly this personality show. Me and my friends. I can give you Mandi Sharma, you remember? The director? He was recommended my name and I went there. He asked me how many episodes you will complete, how many episodes you run. I said, Mr. Sharma, you may not live, I may not live, but the episodes can continue because the story is such. But there is no market, no encouragement of a South Indian to the other side of India. By language, by personality, both.
It's our loss. I can state that to you. It's a loss of the country.
If it is the loss of you and your country, you should fight for that.
Yes, sir.
And see
We
somebody
will.
is accommodated.
We will, sir. We'll definitely carry your voice on Telechakka and on IndianTelevision.com. We will definitely. Any other question before we close? Quickly. Identify yourself.
Yeah, I'm Nandini and I teach. What I get from mostly the youngsters is that they feel that there's a vicious circle in the TV industry, in the sense that the TV industry is giving us, saying that this is what the audience wants, okay? But we start watching the usual
Which is what
things.
because the product that the TV industry is giving you. Which is leading, you're saying. The cat came, the egg came before, the chicken came before. Is that what you're asking me?
No, not exactly. What I'm saying is that you are giving